Hey, what's up, Crypto Army? I'm Travis, your crypto newbie, bringing you my experiences. You have to learn things the hard way. Just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor, and none of my content should be viewed as financial advice. Today, we're going to do a quick update on Safemoon. I haven't covered Safemoon on my channel in a while, and there's been a lot going on since we entered the birthday month. Yep, that's right. Safemoon is 1 year old this month. So with that, the team has been putting a lot of information out there, and there are some pretty big updates coming. So this is going to be a really informative video. Plus, if you're one of those people that lost all of your Safemoon doing the trade at 100% tax, you're definitely going to want to find out an update later in this video. So definitely watch this video to the end to get that update. Now first, since we're talking about V1, V2, as a reminder, if you have not migrated over to V2, you really need to do that. You're going to see this warning pretty much everywhere. If you have not migrated over to V2, make sure you do that before you do anything else. If you try to do any kind of a trade or transfer, anything with V1, you risk losing everything because a 100% tax is going to be applied. You heard me right, 100% tax, which means you get nothing. And that has happened to a lot of people. Now make sure if you haven't moved over, try to get that done as quickly as possible. Now the next update I've got for you is pretty cool. I don't actually use Safemoon Wallet very often. I have it installed, I've got it set up, but there are a lot of features that I use in Trust Wallet that aren't available in Safemoon Wallet. And to be honest with you, I don't buy and sell crypto on a daily basis. It costs a lot of money to do that. So I buy once or twice a month when I've got the money to do it, as I'm probably sure most of you all do as well. The wallet that I use primarily is a monitoring wallet. And that's not a feature that you can do in Safemoon Wallet yet. You can't set it up to monitor other blockchains. So I still end up using Trust Wallet as my daily wallet for a lot of things. Not to mention the Safemoon Swap is still a little bit more expensive than using Pancake Swap. And I'm trying to maximize my money because I don't have a lot of money. So I'm going to use the wallet that is the cheapest to get the most amount of coins. And I think most people do that as well. But there are some pretty cool features coming here. As you can see, they've got some new managed wallet options that you can use. I really do like this press and hold balance to select chains and their calculator, but I use Excel a lot, so I don't really use the calculator feature that much. But now you've got the ability to arrange your NFTs in collections. Most of my NFTs are on the Binance Smart Chain. So again, I still can't use Safemoon Wallet for that aspect of what I've got. And I think there's a lot of people out there that have that same issue. Now, there's a lot of people that bought their NFTs on the Ethereum network, so this works fine for them. And I understand why they would want to start with Ethereum, just because there are more people that hold Ethereum than Binance Smart Chain NFTs. But I'm not one of those people, so it's not very helpful to me yet. And then the individual token charts and links for CoinMarketCap and TradingView. Not a huge update here. Now, another thing regarding this, and we'll get into the reason for this, but expect another wallet update later in this month as well. But that's pretty much the update for the Safemoon wallet. But as part of that wallet update, Reflex Finance is now available for purchase in the Safemoon wallet through their swap. So if you didn't know that, or if you're not tracking Reflex Finance, it's one of the projects I cover on my channel. So there's a ton of information you can find on my channel about Reflex Finance. It's got phenomenal growth potential, so I recommend you take a look at it. And you'll also see in this image that there's new artwork when it comes to the logo for Safemoon. And this was part of the reveal around the time for their birthday. I think it looks really good. Now, I don't get into all the symbology that they put into it as far as what this means. Safemoon's really big on having meaning to everything and all these hidden clues and everything else, but I think it looks good. It'll be interesting to see if people that got the Safemoon tattoo update it to include this ring as well. I've seen some people post their Safemoon tattoos online, and they're usually surrounded by a lot of other stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what those people think about this logo update. But I think it looks good. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this new logo? Now, as always, I'm trying to save you and me some money. So 0% Moonpay fees is kind of a big deal. You can save yourself a lot of money in buying Binance Smart Chain by not having to worry about Moonpay fees. So this is available until 19 March. So if you're looking at potentially buying some more crypto using Moonpay, now's the time to do it because you're going to save yourself a lot of money on the fees. Now, as it says here, the Safemoon tax still applies. So you're not going to save any money on the Safemoon tax by this offering. Now here's a really big update, and one of the two big updates in this video on why I wanted to do this. CrossChain Swap launching on 23rd of March. Now this actually makes my interest in using the Safemoon wallet a little bit higher because cross-chain, especially between Ethereum and the Binance Smart Chain, and that's where they're going to start with, That's an awesome functionality that you can't necessarily do within PancakeSwap. You can do it. There's other platforms out there that allow you to do this. That is a game changer for the Safemoon wallet to have the ability to do a cross-chain swap within the Safemoon ecosystem. Now, I heard Ryan talking about this during a Twitter Spaces the other day. It's not even just Ethereum to Binance Smart Chain. We're talking other tokens on the Ethereum network to other tokens on the Binance Smart Chain. So potentially down the road, and I'm not sure when this functionality is going to come out, you could swap Saitama for Safemoon. That's a huge option. That's phenomenal. Now you're still going to pay ridiculous gas fees associated with the Ethereum network from how I understand it. Maybe that's something they can fix with their blockchain. So a lot of times you'll have layer 2 blockchains that allow you to avoid a lot of those associated gas fees. And you see this a lot on the Ethereum network because, let's be honest, the Ethereum network has the worst gas fees of all. They're pretty bad. A lot of the projects on the Ethereum network are trying to launch these layer 2 blockchains that allow you to do all the computations on their blockchain at a much lower gas fee. And then you pay a really small fee for the Ethereum network just to finalize the transaction. Now, potentially the Safemoon blockchain could be used in the same way where it mitigates a lot of those other gas fees and reduces some of the cost even for a cross-chain transaction. Now, again, this is just me wishful thinking. That would be a really nice feature. And if they could pull that off, yeah, I'd be using the Safemoon wallet all the time because that's an amazing swap feature, especially if all of the computations and all the gas on the layer 2 is being paid with Safemoon, which goes back into the whole reward system and the ecosystem. So there's a lot of potential benefits when they start talking about the blockchain. Hopefully that information is coming soon as well, but there hasn't been any good updates on what the Safemoon blockchain is going to look like and how it's going to work and what are the functionality. So there you have a lot of potential based on what other projects are doing out there for what that could look like and how beneficial it could be to the entire ecosystem of Safemoon. Now, as part of this, you can expect that trading is going to stop as they start migrating over to this cross-chain router that's going to allow this to happen. So you might not be able to use the Safemoon swap probably between the 21st and the 22nd of March, moving into when it's going to launch on the 23rd. Now, the date I specifically heard was the 22nd, but then I heard a caveat of it could take a couple of days. So if the cross-chain swap functionality doesn't launch on the 23rd, they did specify that it could take a couple of days, or they could back it up to where they stop trading on the 21st and start the migration process. So there's a little bit of flexibility that was put in there. There's no hard dates other than this one here, which says the 23rd of March is when the swap's going to go. Now, as I mentioned during the wallet update, yes, the wallet's going to have to be updated as part of this process. So you can expect there's going to be a wallet rollout around the same time. The question I would have is, if you don't update your wallet, does everything work when the 23rd happens and this cross-chain swap is live? My guess is probably not, but that would be the question I would have for the team because that wasn't really articulated. Nobody asked that question. What happens if you try to use the old version of the wallet on the new version of the swap? My guess is it just won't work, but again, I prefer not guessing. I'd rather know from the team what are going to be the issues if somebody tries to do a swap using the old wallet. Now, this cross-chain swap, one of the other features is that there's a 2% fee for using it. 1% comes back to all holders in the form of reflections, which is phenomenal. That's, again, more utility for the Safemoon ecosystem. Now, I don't normally do a lot of cross-chain swapping. I generally keep my Ethereum on the Ethereum network. Although if it was cheaper to get it off of there, I probably would. So that's why I really like the idea of potentially their blockchain mitigating some of those fees. If the Ethereum network ever gets their fees under control, I might withdraw everything off the Ethereum network over to the Binance Smart Chain or a different network. The cross-chain swap is supposed to work initially with Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, but they're going to expand that to be other blockchains over time. Now, the other big update is the Safemoon Card. Now, that's supposed to launch in Q2. There are articles out there saying that they've partnered with MasterCard to pull this off. Now, as you can see, this is their product list, and there's no mention of a Safemoon Card. I was looking for an image because I did see some images. I can't remember where I saw it for what it could look like, but as you can see here, the Safemoon Card isn't even mentioned on their website, and it's supposed to launch in Q2. Again, I've mentioned this on multiple projects, multiple times. It is very helpful to potential investors if they keep their website up to date with what's going on. And as you can see here, there's no mention of the Safemoon Card. There's also no mention of the CrossChain Swap or a lot of the other features that they're trying to do. I mean, you'll see that there's nothing about windmills, for example. How is an investor supposed to know how many big things Safemoon's working on if it's not here? Just throwing that out there. Now for the huge update regarding version 1 to version 2. During the Twitter spaces, it was mentioned that they're researching refunding everybody that lost their money by doing trades or swaps on V1 when they applied that 100% fee. So potentially, if you were impacted by that, you might get refunded all the tokens that you lost. My guess would be that it's going to be refunded to you in the form of version 2 tokens, because that's the smart way to do it. And from there, you can decide whether you want to keep them or if you want to sell them or what you're going to do with them. But they are working on trying to fix that. Now, I'm not exactly sure why they went with the approach that they did as far as the consolidation from version 1 to version 2. But they've got 2.9 million holders listed on the old contract for Safemoon. And as you can see, some of these holders have a lot of tokens. We're talking hundreds of billions to billions of tokens. These are legitimate holders. These aren't dust accounts. Now, I have no doubt out of the 2.9 million, a lot of them are probably dust accounts where they sold all their Safemoon and there's a little bit left in their wallet. But there are some pretty big holders of Safemoon still holding version 1. And if you go all the way to the last page, you can see they've still got 3 billion tokens when you're getting into the thousands of people. That's a lot of Safemoon. These are people that really need to migrate over to version 2. I'm a little confused on why they didn't just do an airdrop, or they aren't considering doing an airdrop right now to fix this. It seems like there should be some sort of an easier process to manually automatically do this process for these people, because all of these holders are potentially people that are out there that might lose their tokens as soon as they try to do something. Now, it's possible that a lot of these holders are on exchanges that just haven't moved over. I'm not sure. But that's a lot of potential people out there that are going to get an unpleasant surprise if they try to do anything with this other than just moving over to V2. I kind of feel like this should be a focus area that they should try to resolve as quickly as possible, whether it's through an airdrop or through some sort of an automatic migration process. It really needs to get fixed before the problem continues to get worse. Now, that's pretty much it for today. Hopefully you found the content helpful. Let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts on the CrossChain Swap? Are you pretty excited about that? I know I am. Until next time, stay strong with those diamond hands.